Hello, hello, hello. Harrison here with another Daily Love Oracle. And today we are in a special place. Guess where we are? Have a look. This is what? It's a pen. Why we have a pen? Who uses pens? Writers use pens. So where are we? We are in none other than the Writers' Lounge at the Mandarin Oriental in Bangkok. And who would have visited the Writers' Lounge? Many famous writers and celebrities and all kinds of interesting people come here to visit the river and to visit the City of Angels. That's what Bangkok is known as, the City of Angels. So our guest for our Love Oracle today is none other than Ernest Hemingway. Now we could talk about Ernest Hemingway here at the Mandarin Oriental because he indeed visited here, or we could talk about many other places around the world where Ernest Hemingway visited, particularly Paris. So there's the Hemingway bar at the Ritz in Paris, which maybe I'll record another Love Oracle from there when we're in Paris next. Right now we're in Bangkok at the Mandarin Oriental, and we're going to talk about Ernest Hemingway. He was a very notorious, I don't know if notorious is the right word, but he's very famous writer, writing short stories. He was a novelist and a journalist also, and he traveled prolifically. He spent most of his time traveling around from here to here to here. I think he used to booze a lot. In his later years, he had a few challenges with alcoholism and a few relationship challenges and this sort of thing. And, you know, some of the people have the most interesting lives. They have the most interesting stories, and they can share some very interesting things with us. So let's take a look at what he says in terms of love, sex, romance, etc. What he says is, treasure those seconds when you felt your heart beating. Treasure those seconds when you felt your heart beating. Because how many of us miss the small things? We miss the little things and we focus on the big things. And, you know, it's when our heart skips a beat, when our pulse rate quickens, when we feel more alive, when we feel more in the zone, when we feel a buzz, when we feel in love is one of those moments. And many of us, we overlook these simple pleasures, and we're so busy with our lives, are overscheduled, and we are, you know, overworked, overscheduled, and we don't have time to sit and savor the most pleasurable moments, like a good, strong cup of espresso, like this one here, which I'm sipping while we're doing this Love Oracle. Still warm, but you know, with espresso, you gotta drink it very soon after it's been made, otherwise the flavor changes. And I think that's a lot like life too, that the flavors will change if you can take the time to savor them. So the next thing he says is, don't allow any tourists into your own private Paris. I agree, Paris is overrun with tourists. You know, and Bangkok's a bit overrun with tourists too. Plenty of tourists here. Don't let any tourists into your own private Paris. So that means keep your private. You know, and those of you who know me, I love Paris. I love to go to Paris every year. I love to go there for months, hang out, linger, sit in cafes, watch the world go by, people watch, drink, you know, espresso on the sidewalk, sit in the sun, and, you know, just be entertained by life unfolding. Keep some private side of Paris, which indeed I do. Got a lot of private parts of Paris. I've also shown a lot of people around many of my favorite places in Paris. So if you want to come to Paris, we go there every year. So maybe you can join on the next trip. Next thing he says is to love someone and mean it is a rare and valuable thing. Because, you know, a lot of people love is transient. They love them while it's convenient. They love them while they're giving them what they want. It's not very good, is it? You should be loving people unconditionally. And what does unconditional love mean? What does that mean? It means love without conditions. A lot of people, they put conditions on love. You know, if you do what I want, I'll love you. If you do what I say, I love you. If you give me what I want, I'll love you. Otherwise, I'm not going to love you. Now, people don't say that openly, but their actions speak louder than words. Many of us, in our actions, it's our actions that do all the talking. And, you know, how people really feel about you shows in their actions. So when you love someone conditionally, you get upset with them all the time when they don't do what you want. Whereas if you love without conditions, you're going to love people whether they're with you, whether they're not, whether they give you what you want, or whether they don't. Love is love. Most people have no idea what love is, and they go around looking for love in all the wrong places. And I say, you know, when you love yourself on the inside, then you can feel the love from the outside. So that's what I think anyway. Love without conditions. So that is today's love oracle from Ernest Hemingway. What a great guy to be talking about. Oh, he had such a raunchy life, pretty racy. I don't know that I'd want his life, but I was inspired by his lifestyle, how he would spend a long period of time in some of these world-renowned hotels, some of the best of the best of the best in the world. And indeed here at the Mandarin Oriental Bangkok, this is one of them. So is the Ritz in Paris and many other places that he would hang out. He would do his boozing, he would do his womanizing. I don't do that part, but he would do his womanizing and he would do his writing. So life would inspire him as a journalist and as a short story writer. And I find also when I visit places like this, it is very, very enlivening, very infusing of life force, and it brings out more creativity. And a lot of people are short on creativity because you need to travel more. Travel brings out more joy in life. And this is today's Love Oracle. You like this content, please be sure to share our videos with other people who could benefit from them. Follow our channel here and like our YouTube channel. So like this page here, and I will see you for another Love Oracle tomorrow. This is Harrison, over and out.